At the end of this month, it'll be 5 years since the World Music Method begun. We started with just 6 courses. Now there's over 2,500 students around the world that have enrolled and that understand how stepping beyond the limits of Western music can make you a better musician quickly. And it's time for an update. So, what I've been thinking a lot about lately is the responsibility of musicians in the wider community, in society, and what some of the basic things holding us back are. Most of us are not very financially literate. We don't know how much money we've earned last month, will earn this month or next month. And so we kind of lack some of the basic kind of understanding of business if we can't manage our cash flow. And it's no wonder that the rest of society often thinks of musicians as bad with money or poor. Whenever I meet musicians anywhere around the world, we're able to get very deep into conversation quickly because we have a shared history. We've been through the same stuff. So our connection to the rest of society, the way the rest of society treats us, is the same. It's mirrored all across the world. And I feel like we're not organised enough. We have musicians' unions in many countries, but the musicians' unions have not united musicians at all. We're not organised, we're not connected, so we have no way of communicating about what we need to change in our own industry, which is so different to so many other professions. We've got no minimum wage, a lot of basic rights are missing, but we're not organised enough to do anything about it. Right now we're working on rebuilding a new website, which is going to come with a mobile app. And there's going to be spaces in there for us to have these kind of conversations, find out what musicians are struggling with in different parts of the world, see what we can contribute and collectively work together to improve that. It's going to have some basic financial literacy tools so we can track all of our income and expenses, have cash flow forecasts, all this kind of stuff, the basics that businesses have that a lot of us are missing. There's going to be a section where you can actually plan and book all of your flights, hotels, trains for your tour logistics in one space, where instead of let's for example on a usual economy class flight, you wouldn't get any access to changing your booking or refunds. But there's a system that we can embed into our site where if you book all of your tour logistics through there, you'll get kind of free cancellation, a lot of benefits. If you're working a lot, it'll make this stuff a lot easier. Most musicians I know in England, on their car insurance, they cannot put musician as their occupation. They have to lie, because they would either get refused car insurance or their premium would be too high, so they would put teacher instead. It's a common thing, which is insane, but it's like, if we had the numbers, if we had the organisation, if 10,000 of us got together and said, hey, come on, approach the car insurance company and say, look, there's 10,000 of us here, give us a discount, we would have the kind of benefits that other industries take for granted. Most members of the public consume music every day, right? But don't contribute to it at all, With no one buying CDs anymore, that plays a big part. And I feel like it's our responsibility to train the public to know how they can be involved in supporting the arts. I believe we could have things like funds that pay musicians to to do extra work, things like, experienced musicians mentoring newer professional musicians, teaching them about the industry. There's lots of places where you can learn about instruments, about how to play an instrument, how to play different styles of music, but there's not really anywhere where you can actually just get advice about living in the industry. So this month we're trialing a program in Senegal. We've got 3 musicians in the south of Senegal, in the Casamance region, that we're going to be funding to basically just go out into the community, put music where it's not usually received. So this is sending musicians into hospitals, into schools, and carry on the traditions. Really, a lot of people don't. I remember a gig I did last New Year's Eve. There was quite a lot of people there who had never, these are people old enough to be in a pub. Quite a few people there who were watching us play. It was the first time they'd ever seen a band in their life, right? So that's the kind of access that some people have to live music. So, before I go on too long, from the people that I've met in the World Music Method community, who are our students on our email list, it's an incredible variety of really highly skilled and enthusiastic people all across the planet. Some who are very much involved in their local music community, or involved in bringing music into the local community, and all kinds of skill sets that fall outside of the music world as well. So I really just wanted to kind of open this up. If anyone wants to contribute to the work we're doing, if anyone wants to contribute skills, contribute time, expertise, and be involved in this process and what we're trying to do, then certainly welcome. Very soon we'll have our resources being used in some UK schools as a trial. And maybe you're involved in education where you are in the world. Maybe you're involved in a school or have some good connections. If you're able to put me in touch with any educational organisations that would benefit from using our resources, I would certainly be interested in that. That's all I want to say, really. I want to keep moving things forward. We have some new courses coming out this month. Senegalese drum kit rhythms. Some really interesting stuff. Syrian vocal mastery will be out before the end of this month. If you have access to any of our courses with backing tracks or our entire backing track directory, please have a go with the new stem split. The new kind of stem split tools, where you can now open up a setting with multi-track stems, and you can mute the drums, the bass, whatever it is, change key of any of those backing tracks. It's really kind of good tools that will simulate being in a band practice, and the musicians, there's no MIDI or anything like that. The musicians on those tracks, are some of the best people I work with. So looking forward to hearing from you, and I'm always interested to know what people in this community are getting up to, wherever they are.